What is up, you guys? It's Lydia here, and welcome to today's stretching routine. So this is just a really basic full body stretch to get you all stretched out and ready for the week, or maybe this is your after a workout and you want something quick to just cool off. Great. And I just realized this is the last stretching routine we're going to do in this month's challenge, which is honestly kind of sad, but it's also kind of fun because we get to move on. We worked through, we're almost done. It's exciting, but also a little bit sad. But anyways, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this whole month I posted workouts every single day. I did a 20-minute tone series. I posted workouts every single day that were 20 minutes long, or stretching routines on Sunday, to get your body moving, to get you feeling good. So today is the last stretch, not the last day. We have a few more days, but it's kind of fun. We're nearly the end. So if you've been along with me the entire time, give this video a thumbs up, tell me in the comments below. But let's start with the stretch. First, I just want you to do some hamstring kicks. And what we're going to start out by doing for the stretch is kind of starting with kind of active stretches to kind of get your body moving, your blood pumping, and then we'll go into kind of static holds. Okay, next, step your legs out wide. You know what's coming. You knew it. You're like, yeah, Lydia, we know. Side lunges. Getting nice and low, feeling that stretch in the straight leg, this inner thigh. If you want to make it deeper, put your hands on the ground. Instantly, you'll get a whole lot deeper. Side to side. Nice, good stretch. Alrighty, come on up. Next, let's just do some high kicks. So, tap, little step, feeling that stretch in the backs of your legs. I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. Stretching out and the recovery process is so important, but can often be very neglected. So I'm so glad that you've joined me today, whether this is after a workout for you or whether this is just on a rest day. Alrighty, so now let's get ready for a deep stretch. I just want you to do a little forward fold for me. So have your legs as wide as you'd like. Mine are about hip distance apart. And just lean over, and if you're not quite ready for this, you can have your legs slightly bent. You can have your hands on your shins here. I'm just going to kind of let my head hang and just relax in the stretch. Just take nice deep breaths and relax your body. You're stretching out your hamstrings here. And this can also release some tension in your low back, which is really cool. Every time you exhale, just go a little deeper into the stretch. Relax your muscles. Alrighty, so now come into the front, stepping your legs out a bit wider. You're going to sit down in a nice deep squat. Just feel the stretch in your inner thighs. Kind of shift side to side. This is a really good stretch. This is one that's often very tight for me and kind of uncomfortable. So I just want you to relax, feel that stretch. Breathe. It's very, very important when you're getting into a stretch. It's just a bit more tight. I just want you to breathe, okay? Alrighty. Now I just want you to come to the ground. So sit down here and we're going to do some windshield wipers. So I just want you to bring your knees from one side to another. And this is going to be warming up, kind of loosening up your hips, your glutes, also a little bit of your inner thighs, just kind of loosening up all your hip area. So if like doing something like a pigeon pose or figure four is always really tight for you, this is a really good one to kind of just like kind of actively warm them up while still stretching if just holding a pose is really tight. Let's do a few more. Tap. Last one. Alrighty, so now we're going to do a pigeon pose. So bring your legs over to one side, straighten up that back leg, and if you need to, you can bring this knee a bit closer like this, or scooch it out a bit farther. And wherever you put it, that's just going to depend on how deep the stretch is. And this front foot can either be closer to you or farther away. Again, closer is a less deep stretch, farther away is a deeper stretch. And you can also go onto your elbows to make this even deeper. There are a lot of ways to change up a pigeon pose. But you can go on your elbows if you want to make it just a nice deeper stretch for your glute here. This is one that I like to hold for a long time because it just feels so nice. As you get more comfortable, you can go deeper into the stretch, but only if you feel comfortable. So if you're like up here feeling the stretch but you don't want to go down, that's fine. Just take your time. Alrighty, and now I want you to pull in your back leg and feel a stretch in that quad or that thigh. It's a really good stretch. It's very important to stretch out all your muscles, and quads are one of the muscles that gets very, very tight. So it's really nice to stretch it out. And now we're just going to switch sides, going into the pigeon first. So remember, you can start kind of up here if you're feeling the stretch and then slowly scooch back. And the same thing with the front foot. You can start closer and then as you get more comfortable, scoot it away. Just relax into it. Remember to take deep breaths. Every time you exhale, just get a bit deeper into the stretch. Alrighty, and then pull in your back leg. Feel a really deep stretch in your quad. The front of your thigh. This is the muscle group that gets really sore for me whenever I'm doing squats or lunges after a leg day. A pigeon pose and when you pull in your back leg, those are the two stretches that are like my favorite after a good old leg day to really stretch out those muscle groups. Alrighty, gently release your leg and come into kind of a seated position. I just want you to reach your arms behind you. Reach as far as you need to away from you, and you're going to feel a stretch in your biceps and your chest and a bit of the front of your shoulders. This is a really good stretch to do. And like this is one of my favorites, especially if my biceps are sore, but even your chest, front of your shoulders, it's just a really nice stretch. Breathe. Go from side to side. Alrighty, gently come out of that. Now let's go into a straddle. So bring your legs as wide as you can. Don't worry about bringing them super wide. And then we're just going to start by reaching forward, and you're going to feel a stretch in your inner thighs. Nice, really good stretch, just kind of all along, even into your hamstrings a bit. Just relax into this one. And try to bring your chest closer to the ground instead of your head. That will really make sure that you're just kind of keeping a nice long spine and you're going to get a deeper stretch. And if that means you can't go as low, that's totally fine. Just slowly go a little bit lower at a time, making sure that your chest is nice and up, back is flat. Alrighty, so now come up and you're going to kind of scoot your hips to one side and lean over that side. You're going to feel a stretch in that hamstring. And if you're up here and you're feeling the stretch, just stay there. Don't worry about going super low. Alrighty, and now reach over top, feeling a stretch on the side of your body, a little bit in your legs as well. I am really holding these stretches for a long time because I really want to make sure that you get the most of the stretch and really feel it and get nice and deep into the stretch. My favorite stretching routines are always just like nice deep ones where you can hold a stretch for like a minute or so. Just really get into the pose. Alrighty, gently come out of that, and then we're going to do both those stretches on the other side. So you're going to kind of turn your hips towards that leg and reach over top of it. You can grab your foot, great. You're up here feeling the stretch, go for that. Wherever you are, just relax over your leg. And one thing, if you're having a really hard time reaching your foot, again, I've mentioned this before in the straddle, make sure that you're leading with your chest so your back is flat. Because if you go like this and you can't reach your foot, it's a lot harder to feel a stretch in your hamstring. But if you straighten out your back, pretend like you're a puppet being pulled by the top of your head so you're all lengthened out, and then lean over, you're going to feel that deeper stretch into your hamstring. And then once you can get your chest closer, then reach with your hands. And that's really going to get the best stretch for your hamstrings instead of just trying to arch and reach as far as you can. Alrighty, now let's do the side reach. Reach nice and over, it feels so good. This is a really good one. You can feel the stretch from your hip all the way up to your lat, your obliques. This one's so nice. Alrighty, gently come out of that. Bring your legs in. Finally, I really just want to do a few kind of upper body stretches to finish this off. So I first want to just start with some arm swings, kind of just to loosen it up a bit. Only going to do this for a few seconds. Alrighty, so now cross one arm over your body. These ones are so basic, but whenever I do them, it just feels so nice, especially if your upper body's sore, if you're doing upper body workouts. I know throughout this whole 20-minute tone challenge, I've really tried to add not just lower body, but upper body, and really challenging you to push yourself in all areas of strength, and so my upper body's been a bit sore. Alrighty, switch sides. So stretches like this are really nice. Stretching out your kind of your shoulder area, the back of your shoulder a little bit too. Just breathe. Relax into the stretch. Alrighty, now let's do tricep. I feel like I've done these stretches in pretty much every single one of my full body stretches so far, but you know them by now, you love them by now. They're just a perfect stretch to really loosen up your upper body. Alrighty, other side. Away a little bit if you'd like, whatever feels right. Alrighty, come down. Let's just do some shoulder rolls, loosening those up. Alright, now let's just do some head circles. This is probably one of my favorite stretches. It's just like, it's so nice and just kind of relaxing. Just relax. One of the best ones to do in the morning and just kind of wake up not only like your neck, but also just kind of your upper back and shoulders. Go the other way. Nice and slow. Don't feel like you have to rush this. Just go nice and slow. Feeling that stretch. Alrighty. Alright, so for the last stretch, I just want you to clasp your hands together. We're just going to do some big circles. So we're going to go up and over, and then down and around. This is so nice. Alright, now go the other way. It's just such a nice stretch to open up your upper back. So it's just one that you would do in the morning. You're waking up. Getting your shoulders, your upper back, your lats, your obliques, everything. Alrighty, come down, and that is it for today's stretch. That was so good. I just feel like refreshed after that. So if you enjoyed the stretch, don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to come back tomorrow because I am hosting a ab workout tomorrow. It's gonna burn your abs off, believe me. So come back tomorrow for that, and I will see you then. Bye guys.